They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set for the home stretch.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, Whitfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 30 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
What I continue to hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed, and then we got to see it unfold in real time.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Up the middle they go. Black looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Hunt. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw. Hunt. And Watson has it right side.
And he is going to have the Packers first down. So signals the referee as they're going to convert by about a yard there on 4th and 5. Big conversion.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Dayo Odangbo.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offensive...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick here is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take for 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. Wonder what he did with it.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
The Titans at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Spears on 2nd down.
2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Packers defense.
They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
That's out quickly to Hyatt.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
This defense for the Packers very strong in that victory a week ago.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
So they decide not to back him up. They want the down. An interesting call there, as it'll lead to 4th down.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. Bust through the tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Complete to Jones. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now it's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Titans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put that in the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Hunt.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans will take over possession here up at the 44.
Parker, I think this one won a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Fields throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Hand off to Spears. Powers through.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Right back to Spears.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On the option, here's Spears. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now Fields.
Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Here as he's taken down.
Dayo Odengbo. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Titan football. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Here's Fields. That one's taken in by Spears.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
To throw on second down. Hunt.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
Another miss.
Still on his feet.
Still going. Michael Pittman.
Touchdown, Packers.
Michael Pittman.
His fourth touchdown on the year.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. That drive started on their own 25. Plays 75 yards later into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On first down, Fields. And Jones has it over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll set up the screen for Spears.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Fields.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll try the left side. It's Marsh, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's the option.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and an out. First half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
To throw is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Complete right side to Hyatt.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Packers with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Throwing to start the drive. Hunt got his man complete over the middle. That's Barker. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down. Hunt.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready, go.
Back to throw. Hunt. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Goes right back to McBride.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Black.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
1 second, all that remains.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we reach
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Now Spears to begin the drive.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here's a give to Spears. Now he's free to midfield, and he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. 134 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
I guess that's what happens when you get NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
There's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. He picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now here's a throw that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers 16-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Marsh and the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Spears.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Looking to throw on second down. Hunt. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is fielded at the 27. Of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense.
And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Delay of game, offense.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. That is caught. And out of bounds right around the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw.
Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Titans are able to add on to that lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it was Jalen Hyatt with a touchdown catch to end the drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Packers get set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah. Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Marsh, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Howard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marsh. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Here's Howard on 1st and 10.
He'll complete this one to Okonkwo.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Howard. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Packers 13. Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Black. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37. 3 quarters in the books. Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Hunt. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Hunt. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Titans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard. He finds his man. Complete. It's Marsh. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
There he goes, left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But it used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll try the left side. It's Goodwin.
Brought down at the 20.
Number 33.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodwin. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now Howard on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's a Titans touchdown.
Chigakonkwo.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Titans extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll elect not to So they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Hunt. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hunt.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hunt. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Hunt.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Hunt.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this one to Pittman.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hunt. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
To throw again. Hunt.
That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28.
That's good.
Back to throw. Hunt.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 2nd down now, it's Black. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Extra point forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
First down, Titans.
Howard now, throwing on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
To throw is Howard on first down.
Hyatt there to grab it.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Howard looking to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Here is Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Hunt. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. fielded at about the 28. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wide open receiver complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Christian Watson.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Titans now just about ready to take over. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Howard.
That's complete downfield to Okonkwo.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us. Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches?